The Department of Transportation has launched a formal investigation into the frequent flyer programs of American, Delta, Southwest, and United Airlines. Airline executives are being asked now to provide information on how passengers can earn and spend those miles. Joining us this morning to break down this investigation is our 9 News legal expert, Whitney Traylor. Thanks for coming in.
Sure, good to be here.
I know a lot of people are out there thinking, it's about time, right? Like, I feel like you spend so much money in the whole year and you're just trying to get like one free flight and it takes forever. So what is the DOT asking for in this investigation?
Yeah, so you're right. There were so many complaints, and so the DOT initiated this investigation. And so they're looking into kind of 4 areas. So the devaluation of points, and this happens unilaterally. So you get your points and then they change their program and you don't have any say in it. You don't even know half the time. So they're looking into the devaluation, hidden and dynamic pricing, additional fees to redeem or transfer miles, which we all have experienced. And then the anti-competitive aspect, because they've partnered with credit cards and all these other businesses to offer these incentives, and they're saying, hey, is this anti-competitive because it's forcing out other people being able to compete with them?
Do consumers have any individual rights here?
Yeah, it's a great question. Yeah, they do have individual rights, but then the issue is, are you going to sue the airline over your frequent flyer miles? And you could go, I guess, in small claims court. And so, but generally, this is why you see a lot of class action lawsuits against the airlines, and just complaints through the regulatory process, through the DOT and the FAA and things like that.
How long do they have to give up all this information?
I can't remember the exact.
It's pretty quick, though,
yeah,
right?
it is. I can't remember if it's 3 months or it's a matter of weeks. But yeah, they're asking for a lot of specific information going back 6 years about how the plan was, any changes they made, the details. So, and this actually caused me to look at my frequent flyer miles, and they're all over the place, through the credit cards, through the airlines. So I couldn't even sort of nail down all my frequent flyer miles. So I don't know what's happening in my personal situation.
Well, now you're a pilot. You don't need anyone.
Yeah, well, I'm close.
You got it, yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Why these 4 airlines?
Yeah, the 4 airlines is because they have an outsized role in shaping the airline rewards market. So they're kind of the big 4, and what they do, kind of the rest of the industry is going after, and the number of complaints. So I guess since the pandemic, there's been a 70% increase in complaints related to the frequent flyer issue.
It just seems like you can't accrue them.
Right.
You know, I mean, and you're right, they're all over the place. Some are connected to the credit cards, and you can sell your points, by the way, and make money off them. I mean, it's hard to navigate. So what can consumers do at this point?
Yeah, well, the first thing is to do sort of what I did, which is to look into your miles and see what you actually have, and see if you can track down, okay, was this what I thought? You know, I thought I had 70,000 miles. Now I look up, it's only 40,000 miles. So that's the starting place. If not, you can, first I would write into the actual airline and file your complaint. You can also file a complaint with the DOT, and that is at transportation.gov. And then there's an air consumer link right there. It's very user-friendly, and there's an online form. And I know this is a hassle, but this is really, my hat's off to Pete Buttigieg, because since he's been at the head of the DOT, he's really been advocating for consumers. So I was actually happy when he wasn't a VP pick, because I think he's really gone after these corporations. And so this is a hassle, but this is sort of the people power. This is where we actually have some influence.
Right.
And part of the reason they initiated this investigation was there were so many individual complaints. So I would say, look at what they're doing, file the complaint with the airline, file the complaint with the DOT, and let's see what happens.
Let your voice be heard.
There you go.
We will see what
People
happens.
power.
That's right. Whitney, as always, thanks so much for coming in.
Sure, good to be here.
Chris?